wants to play some Tecmo Bowl? I do. Well, let's get this party started in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we've got the Baltimore Ravens, BMR, not basal metabolic rate for you fitness freaks out there, but the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Miami Sharks. And the Sharks, I called them last week, and the Sharks are looking pretty good. I'm definitely putting them in my top 10. They are looking pretty strong. However, the Ravens also look pretty good, and the Ravens are in my division, a super loaded division with myself, Bobby the Process, Lesher, and the Ravens. Of course, you got Joe Mitchell in there, and then, Dylan's obviously hoping for 5th place. So we shall see what happens. I'm going to have to feed you later here. But the Sharks come out. They look to toss to Owens. It's a perfect strike in the breadbasket. He is rolling to the 20. Gets a double diver. He is going to waltz in. We have seen a couple of first play touchdowns. And this, actually, I think every play maybe I've called, one team has started off with a touchdown. And that's going to continue in week 3. O'Shea is going to clock it in. And so just like that, they come out. And again, with the Ravens being a division rival and potentially a strong one at that, I'm kind of finding myself pulling for the Sharks. Heat comes back. He looks pretty slow on the return. Ties up at the 10, makes a move, gets out to the 17. That's a pretty good return for him. So we got a bunch of RB2 runs. I feel like I'm looking at TFO here because, of course, that was the lineup to go with in this season of TFO. And it looks like Bobby is going to go 16-0, an unbelievable 16-0, first time in TFO history. Jeremy Samuel has that honor with TOL. Although, interestingly, the Logs did not win the bowl when they went 16-0. And so let's hope no team has ever gone 19-0. And part of me thinks it should happen for Bobby because of all the bullshit that he has to put up with and do and the time he spends making us have all sorts of fun. But then there's a super greedy part of me. I've never fucking won a TFO championship, even gotten to the championship. Mike's got a good team. There's a couple other strong teams out there. So the competitor in me wants him to fail horribly. All right, so it is 1st and 10. Little offset formation. The pitch. Holmes going to try to make his own line, but what happens is if you run right behind your own offensive lineman, sometimes, especially when you go perpendicular to them, sometimes you trip. Then he takes a shitty angle there, and just like that, it is 3rd and 9. They're in that offset formation. They're going to plunge right up the middle. Oh, I thought perhaps he would escape, but no. He did not, and it's going to be a pretty long bottom hash field goal. A lot of these kickers are unpaid, and I'm sorry, folks, that is a shank. It does not even make contact, and so the Sharks, after a decent drive from the Ravens, the Sharks back, and they are back in that touchdown formation, and they wanted it. They had the guy, but Tony Siragusa, isn't he dead? I can't remember. He comes in and stuffs the play. Oh, they've got the tight end wide open. Can he throw it? He's going to hawk it. It's going to get beyond the outstretched arms. It's a deep, deep ball to Williams. Another touchdown. These Sharks have a potentially lethal offense. Look at that. Jamie Williams is there, striding in from good old Willie Beeman. Trying to get some sort of Seaman Beeman rhyme going on, and I'm struggling with it. I'll come back to that. All right, looks like we got 3 paid DBs for the Sharks. Here comes the slow-assed heap of shit. A.K.A. Heap of Delvin. Anybody know what movie that's from? There's going to be one guy open. Can he thread it to him? The DB is too fast for that passing speed. He will race over there and knock it down. Now they're going the 1 back. Pressure up the middle. Oh, and he is going to be met. Clifton Davis down there. I do like these Sharks uniforms. They happen to be my TFO uniforms, which I'm assuming I just copied subconsciously. And he's going to toss it for basically just throwing up a prayer. The one good thing the receiver did was get beyond the sticks, but he was double covered. So it's a long kick. Pressure up the middle and flattened at the 8. And so the Sharks, just like that, going to toss it. That should be a TD. It is. Keeping the feet in, reaching out. Terrell Owens with the strong fingertips grabbing that ball. And it is a 3-touchdown lead. Now, we had a potentially huge comeback in the game I called. Of course, I fucking can't even remember who was who and who was coming back. So let's see what we got going on here. But as of now, the only good news is there's tons of time left for the Ravens. Heap of shit does not start each drive out particularly well. And they're trying that plunge up the middle. Oh, he's close to getting big gains, but he's yet to have a single one. Is this the pitch? No, they're going pass. Everybody's pretty well covered except that X. That X was uncovered. Unfortunately, it was nowhere near a receiver. Here comes Red Gun. And again, he's got that one guy open, but the DB should get there. Oh, but it is just laid in there. Honestly, a dangerous throw, but hey, can't argue with results. One of my favorite quotes, and they punch that fucker in. Here, Holmes actually has a bit of green. Ooh, almost a huge one, but 9 yards. We'll take that every time. Then the pitch. Holmes this time wisely follows his blockers and then picks up a nice solid 10. Starting to move the ball now at the 39. Testaverde pitches. And Holmes quick to escape. One of my clients played some golf with Testaverde once. Once he said the guy was fucking around and in the parking lot, and Testaverde just beamed a football at some regular guy and knocked the guy down. Kind of fun. All right, and down goes Bolden. Anquan Bolden out. So let's see what's up with the Ravens lineup. Oh, the Ravens are missing Lamar Jackson. That could well be painful and might help explain the debacle we're seeing thus far. Testaverde looks like then he's been paid okay. Although the one QB is not absolutely horrible. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? He's got a man there. If he fires it to him, it's a slow one and easily knocked away. 3rd and 5. You got to go run here. They do. Let's see if they can blow open a hole. And he should have a TD. He does. He waltzes in. So Holmes gets his first strike. Priest Holmes spiking that ball, rubbing butts with the referee. And, you know, it is funny, the scores in football, 21-0. You basically feel like the game's just completely over. Suddenly, 1 touchdown, you're starting to think, oh, well, they only need 2 more. It's pretty fucking close. I'm getting a little nervous. And Brandon Sanderson takes it out, looking to go. Look at that Mormon run, and gets out to the 34. And, a perfect ball placement by Sanderson. There it is. And then a great little yards after catch. I mean, he basically did a spin move. A catch, a spin against 2 people. Move up the field. Well done. And that looks like he pushed it. Oh, defense had their feet set. That was dangerous. Beeman's got a lot of pressure in his face, but he does have time. He releases the ball, fires it down to the double-covered, really triple-covered guy there, 3rd and 10. Field goal would make it a 3-score game, which would be pretty significant. They're going to punch it up to Washington, who can't do anything. Tiny bit better ball placement. Let's see what happens here. And it's a perfect kick. I don't think anybody's there. O'Shea drills it down the center. Really like that ball placement from Washington. And the icebox delivers the 3. Plenty of time left. Relatively shitty kick, although Heap's going to need all the help he can get. Out to the 25 and destroy. Need a heavy dose of Holmes here. They plunge up the middle. Decent line. Oh, once again, he's so close to the break. Strong pick up a 6. Time not much of a factor for this particular drive. Line is holding after collapsing. This time he's got 2 guys. Should be able to find him. Will get to Holmes, who then tosses somebody. Tosses another guy and down to the 30. Couple of strong plays here from Priest. Now he pitches to the outside. He's got some moves. He's tossing guys there. 6-yard pickup with some authority. Will we see the same play? Again, the pitch to the near side, but he's going to swing it opposite. This time it's not a bad decision. Oh, I think if he broke all the way out, he was okay. He may be trying to really milk that clock so the Sharks get nothing. If the Ravens can come in 14-24, they'll be mighty fucking happy. And he's got a man coming across the middle. Oh, he did not lead him well. Should have put him in the open spot. 2nd and 10, just inside the red zone. Here's the pitch. Got a couple of blockers. Oh, he's got a bunch of blockers, and he does stride in. He decided enough pussyfooting around. Screw wasting the clock. I want to see that end zone for the 2nd time today. And I want to rub my balls in somebody's face. There it is. And that'll doink in, so it is a 10-point game, and you got to feel like some momentum is beginning to swing to the Ravens' direction. Here comes Sanderson. Just hits that outside a little quick, easily chopped down at the 25. They're going red gun. Let's see, are they going to leave that tight end open? They are. They're going to double team the short man. Well, I think he threw it to a different guy, but he could still be open. It's Sanderson again. Oh, he had 2 men streaking down the field with no one nearby. Could have been an easy TD. That is painful. And what are the Ravens doing on defense? You know it's one of the last plays of the game, and they fucking cover only short guys. All right, so after that brief intermission, Icebox is going to clock it to about the 12. Let's see what Heap can do with it. Actually, I misread that, 16, and then he's going to be destroyed at the 23. His main job is hold on to the ball, which to his credit he has done. Some pressure. Oh, I thought it was going to be picked, but C.S. Lewis comes in out of the wardrobe and fires that. Now it's a nice... Oh, what a play by the outside linebacker. I thought he was smothered, but he did a double swim move, came back. They're going right back to him, but they don't care. Called play. And so just like that, the momentum the Ravens had shut down, and the Sharks smelling blood in the water. Yes, I'm not sure a bigger pun I could have given. Out to Sanderson. Sanderson decides to line plunge it to the 50. Let's see what the Sharks can do here. We haven't seen that much offense from them, especially not that much mix. Deep coverage, knocked away by the wide receiver. They could have scored here on at halftime. Let's see. They do leave one man open. Oh, but Terrell Suggs gets in there with some help from another DL, and that's a big sack. Now it's 3rd and 16. He may just take off and run. He's got a bit of speed. Doesn't quite take that angle the way he should. So they're going to do a conservative punt. Probably too long for a field goal. Would have been interesting to see. Almost clocked. And so it's deep in the end zone. They'll start at the 20. 4 wide for Testaverde. Sending a couple men deep. He's got a short man. It worked. He's going to fire it to Mason. Mason's going to avoid the first guy and out to the 40. Nice 20-yard pickup. Here comes that slot. Oh, but it is called again. Holmes looks speedy, but he can't do anything about a mass of 6 or 7 men. They go right back to him. They don't care. Not called. He's weaving and bobbing his way. A big fight to get that first down. Impressive run. Now they're back to the 4 wide, mixing it up on us here. This time they don't cover one of the deep men. And that's Holmes, who's been playing well. Should get the jump. Should get the touchdown. Look at the momentum. Carry him in. Gotta love that. You see that? He did not jump inside the end zone. They factored in the momentum on the jump. Very impressive. Vinny with a nice toss. He's still got it, baby. And we are going to have ourselves, I believe, a 3-point game. Oh, he shanked it. I thought it was close enough. Misread it. And it is still a 4-point TD-only game. Here comes Sanderson. He loves hitting this near side. A medium return out to the 33. Red gun goes in motion. They leave Sanderson open. Oh, and it's a diving grab. They put that ball right over the defender. Sanderson laid out for it. Now it's a called play, and Washington's going to get destroyed. Have not seen much from Washington here. They're back to the red gun. Got a couple guys open in the middle of the field this time. Some pressure. This time he finds Washington, who's kind of hiding out by the sideline. Another nice pickup. This Sharks offense can get rolling. Got several choices. Got Terrell Owens. He should be able to turn and run. He is dragging him to the 2. First and goal from the 2. Looking to make this a 2 TD game. The quick handoff, and wow, what a read. Oh, the linebacker speared up perfectly, but then the blocker came, shoved him off, and Washington continued. A little bit of pressure, and I thought it was going to doink. All right. So it is an 11-point game. Here comes slow-ass Heap, 3 yards out of the end zone. He's dreaming of getting to the 10, and his dream will be a nightmare. He shall not. So they got to worry about the safety here. They're going soft run. They blow. Oh, great move for Holmes, who's just zigging and zagging. Looks like a human out there. As once again, the outside linebacker blew up the double team. Now they pitch it to Holmes. Got a bit of green. He coughs up the ball. Oh, and Clifton Davis grabs it with a huge return. He scooped it before it went out of bounds. What a tide changer. Pressure up the middle. He's going to fire it. Oh, and what a gap. The guy read it perfectly. 2 defenders, but Terrell Owens too speedy. That should almost for sure do it. Willie Beeman, that soft touch, didn't feel the pressure, even though it was racing into his face. And just like that, an 18-point lead. The Ravens are really going to have to show us something here. And it ain't going to start with Heap. Straight down the center for Heap at the 5. Now to the 10. Throws a man. And brought down at the 13. Make it the 18. Sorry, Heap. Give you a little credit for that work. Holmes trying to fight. Picks up 4. It's not all-out panic time, but this drive must result in a TD. Got some wide-open men. Who's he going to go with? Not a good throw. Into coverage, but still complete. First down. Got all slow receivers here. Everyone's pretty much covered. He's going to try to fire it there, but the defender just too easy for him to bait both people. Now it's that offset formation. They're going to pitch it. He's got some nice blockers, and he's got some good speed. Oh, but a great chop-down tackle to prevent the first. Put a little pressure on him here. 2 stops, and it is game over. Here comes Holmes. He will fight hard for the first down, move the chains. The clock beginning to loom large over the future of the Ravens. The pitch out, but it's well read by the D. Holmes takes a weird angle, tries to emerge. Oh, I thought he was going to get a block and free himself. Great effort from Holmes. 3:18 left. Down 18 points. Called play. Does wisely fire it away. That was a long backpedal there. That would have been a loss of a lot of yards. Again a called play. Oh, and he sees it. All he can do is take a knee before he's smothered. Now he's down. 3rd and 18. 2 huge plays coming up. He's got a potential. A jump from Mason. Wow, they move the chains, and they're just inside the red zone. Still going to take 2 onside kicks, but onside kicks are not as hard as one might expect. Ooh, I thought he could have turned it. 2:30, 2:29, 2nd and 6. They're right back to that play. And he's chased, fighting hard, but it is a first down. Still outside of 2 minutes. One would assume they'll go for the onside. They just keep feeding the slot off tackle, believing in him. And he finds the outside. Great read. Touchdown. Priest Holmes, clearly the MVP of the Ravens. He's going to put that through. So we are back to an 11-point game. Let's see what happens here. They go deep kick. Got to question the logic there, given the power of the offense. One will hope they'll have to be conservative. Sanderson tied up and then continues to run. Look at Sanderson go. They were dreaming of a safety. Now they're thinking fucking shit, kicking dirt. And everybody's screaming at everybody else. They've got a man wide open, but it's picked. He throws it too errantly, and it is picked. And just like that, they have the ball at the 45 of the Sharks. They've got two men wide open. He didn't factor it in. You gotta let it go. He throws it to the covered guy. What? Oh my God, I got confused. I thought he was covered, but no. Everybody was wide the fuck open. And there is a touchdown right there. Vinny Testaverde fires in. Kick, there's a man there. Not sure it matters a ton. They doink it in, so it's a 4-point game. Now what are they going to do? And they say, fuck it, we gambled once. There's 1:23 left. Look at the play. Look at the play. The ball didn't even hit the ground. It's the way you do the onside, folks. Kick it up in the air and let your athletes leap at it. A lot of pressure. They dump it off to C.S. Lewis, who just struggles mightily to get back to the first down line of scrimmage. 2nd 11. Got to feed Holmes with a couple of throws. They're going throws. They've got a man. And what the fuck was that? One of the worst throws possible. 3rd and 11. Field goal does nothing. And he's got a guy coming across the middle. And again, they are just miscommunicating. He keeps throwing to the same wrong spot. This play, I don't know. He's got a guy. He's got two of them. Fire it to Mason. Oh, he had the wide receiver two in the end zone. And so, barring some horrible thing, the comeback will fall short. Washington with a big take, fakes out a man, picks up a block, and brought down at the 28, 2 seconds. They do decide to run a play. Looks like they're just going right back to it. Now they're going to plunge up the middle for Washington. Washington wants a TD, and he does get it. A little rub in there. We'll be remembering that for the playoffs. Washington strikes. A super close game. One poor receiver choice away from the Ravens taking it after getting down 21-0. The tiniest bit of satisfaction on the block there, and it's a 10-point game. So look how even that was on the offensive passing yards. 258 to 269. The Ravens with 17 first downs, 177 rushing yards, and no INTs, and yet couldn't make it happen. Wow. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed playing a little Tecmo.